balanced budget for next year. I don't need to remind everybody here that that has been an incredibly tough process. Balancing the budget for the current year has also been incredibly tough. And I think sometimes people think that there is an element of the council crying wolf over the size of the savings that we've had to endure. But just to remind everybody, next year we will have £36 million less to spend on the same services as 2010-11. You know, that is a colossal reduction in cash to spend on delivering essential services. I have to say that when we come to setting the budget for the year after next, when we've already been alerted to the fact that we'll have a further cut of £10 million, it is again going to be incredibly difficult not to hit the front line and not to start impacting on services such as weekly refuse collection. We will not be able to guarantee to keep the libraries open in the medium term, for example. We will continue to do everything we can to make those savings that we need without hitting the front line. But it becomes ever more difficult. Losing, a quarter of our grant this year, looking to lose a third next year, which will be a 50% cut over the course of 2 years, is, as I say, incredibly difficult. We've all got to be playing our part and up to our mettle to see that we can deliver that without real impacts on the front line. The other thing that we need to note this evening is the changes that were agreed at Council to the way that we operate. What that means is those decisions over spending capital that were previously delegated either to Cabinet or to officers have been removed. That means that should we, for instance, wish to enter into spend to save projects, they will now have to go through Council. If we wanted to use underspends from capital projects on other capital projects, that will now have to go to Council. That will slow us down when it comes to, for instance, moving quickly to implement highways and schools projects. So we have to just be aware of that, accept it for what it is and deal with it. The other impact, of course, is on spending on Gloriana and making sure that we can actually get building started in places like Tilbury that have been difficult for some years now. It is what it is, and we will make the best of it, but it's important that the Cabinet notes those changes.